Okay, interesting way to start the thing off. I think the StreamYard's messing with me a little bit, but welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Jets are falling apart, folks. This is a stream from what we know now. It is probably the craziest news, and we've had some crazy ones. We have, but yeah. So Quentin Williams and Sauce Gardner are no longer Jet players. They were traded today. They were, uh, yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. They don't have much on their team, and they just gave away the very thing that they have left on their team. I want to start off here, just going through the New York Jets real quick. I'm going to hit share my screen if it'll actually work. Sometimes it doesn't. There we are. So obviously, guys, Aaron Glenn has not been a good coach. That has been proven. Yeah, the Jets have just, 1-7 just says it all. And with what they already have, that's really bad, stat wise. Welcome, everybody, by the way. For those who are, haha, Mitch, whatever. Actually, it's funny, though, because one of the teams that Quentin Williams was drafted to, or I mean, not drafted, traded to, was the Dallas Cowboys. And that we will go over here in a little bit. But literally, guys, their last game was against the Cincinnati Bengals, and they won by a single point to get their first victory of the season after an 0-7 start. And so, yeah, I don't understand why they're winning all of a sudden, and then they're just going to go ahead and trade up all their players. They're coming off of the bye week with nothing. You have Justin Fields, who has not done that much as a quarterback. Granted, he is 5 for 0 interceptions, but obviously his pass attempts versus passes completed are not massive at all. They are mediocre at this point. And of course, that winning percentage issue, that's just horrible. Brees Hall is decent. He's not able to progress much, though, and who can blame him being with the Jets? Garrett Wilson, the same deal. Actually, wasn't Garrett Wilson traded, or am I going crazy? No, he was not traded. But, I mean, he might be next to go because apparently the Jets are allergic to good players. Oh my god, this thing is already bugging. All right, let's get through it. So obviously 0 picks. Can you fucking stop? I didn't know Andre Cisco was part of the Jets, by the way. Why is this happening? Okay, we're going to take a second because that's literally happening just because I'm sharing my screen and I don't know why. Okay. Andre Cisco, by the way, is a really good player. He's kind of an asshole, though. I'm just going to say how it is. He was very rough with the Jets. I mean, with the Jaguars. And now he is part of the Jets. Hold on. I don't want to see your big fucking forehead, dude. Eagles making noise after trade deadline. Who the fuck cares? So obviously not a single interception, by the way, for the Jets. Something I will say about the trades, though, and this is actually a really good thing. They do have 3 extra first-round picks now. That is big. Looking at Sauce Gardner here, he has not recorded a single interception this season. Let's just be for real. The Jets are not a good place to get your. It's just not a good place to get your progression. It's not a good place. Like, sure, they have a great history with secondary, that rookie season was great for Sauce Gardner, but let's be for real. A team like the Colts is going to be so much better. The defensive coordination is way better. The defensive progression is way better. We've seen throughout the years, but this is just not good. Only 6 passive defenses in 7 games, 20 combined tackles. I mean, you can't have a good season doing that. And I don't blame that on Sauce Gardner. I really don't. Sauce Gardner is a 2-time Pro Bowler, already a 2-time Pro Bowler. He is Defensive Rookie of the Year, a 2-time All-Pro. I mean, what else can you ask from a guy? And then you have, oh, I didn't mean to hit that button. There we are. Maybe. There we go. You have Quentin Williams. Yes, he's only had 1 sack out of 8 games, but he's a defensive lineman who is usually a nose tackle, and it's usually somebody that doesn't really go after the quarterback that much. Obviously, in 2022, they took him on the defensive end and they went after the quarterback. But the thing is, Quentin Williams on the nose tackle, defensive tackle position is more of a, at least in the Jets, more of a run stopper. And I think with the Colts, they could use a guy to put more pressure on the quarterback. I think this is going to be a great move for the Colts. Is it already on there? No, it still says the Jets. Whoa, buddy. Quit that crap. Thank you. Every single time with StreamYard, dude. Every single time. It's funny, though. These two are first-round picks. 2019 for Quentin Williams, 3rd overall. 2022 for Sauce Gardner, and 4th overall. And they both are now gone. Here's shortly, aka in like a few seconds. There we go. This working now. We'll get the details for you for the trade for Quentin Williams. So all the Cowboys get is Quentin Williams. That's really all they get. Then you have Mazi Smith, defensive tackle. So they basically swapped defensive tackles. Not a bad move, actually. But you also get a 2027 first-round pick and a 2026 second-round pick. So basically, I'm going to have to look a little bit more on the Sauce Gardner trade. Excuse me. Wait a minute, what? Why is ChatGPT saying the Minnesota Vikings have traded Jordan Addison and a 2026 first-round pick for Sauce Gardner when that didn't happen? Yeah, that didn't even happen. So where are the details? I'm trying to find the trade details real quick. Gotta eat my pizza. There we go. Oh my god, can these fucking ads stop? Wow. Not only does the Colts have here. Oh, that just popped up. I thought I stopped the pop-ups USA Today. Tavares Ward and Kenny Moore are already cornerbacks on the Colts, and then you add Sauce Gardner. That's pretty good. That is very good. And you get a receiver out of the deal, and 2 first-round picks for the Jets. I feel like both parties kind of won that one. They need offensive help. The Jets do. I mean, let's be real. Let's be real here. Let's be real here. Mazi Smith is not a bad defensive tackle. If we go on to a stat line here, he's not bad. Not bad. This is going to be his 3rd season. Oh my God. He has not played that much. But he's not bad. 41 tackles combined in 2024. Go away, Eagles make noise person. Nobody wants you. This is not presented by Lunchables. This is not an advertisement. So I think there could be something there, though. It is kind of weird losing your star player. But you also get a 1st-round pick and a 2nd-round pick. So basically the Jets now have 2 first-round... Yes, 2 first-round picks and a second and 2 second-round picks and the 2026 draft and the 2027 draft. They're going to have 3 first-round picks. Think about that. And one of those picks could end up being later picks that they can choose from. That could be very good. That could be very good for the... Why am I scrolling down to weird shit? What are these fucking ads? Like... These are fucking weird. I think this was a good trade, though, for Sauce Gardner. I mean, Sauce Gardner was really good in New York, but if the front office think they need to move on from him for some reason and restart, getting 2 first-round picks and a receiver out of the deal, and the Colts still dominating on defense, I think this trade is won by both parties. I truly do. Let's go to the Colts real quick. Okay. There we go. We're going to go to the Colts now. So obviously they're 7-2 right now. They're still 1st in the South and 1st in their conference. Oh my God, we're still dealing with this shit. Great. What the hell? Get off. Get off. God fucking. Thank you. So yeah, obviously, giving up 28 points to the Broncos, 27 points to the Rams, 27 to the Cardinals, and 27 to the Steelers is not going to win you a Super Bowl. Just saying. Offensively, they look good, but that's not going to be good for, it's just not. They are giving up so many passing yards, too, which is why Sauce Gardner would be so good for him. I mean, even giving up that much to Tennessee is not great either. With how Cam Ward's playing this year, not great. Good turnover ratio, though. Same for each team. I mean, for each side. Well, the 6, we know the 6 was fucking awful. But we also know the Steelers have a really good team this year. Look at Daniel Jones go, man. Look at Daniel Jones. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Jonathan Taylor balling out real good. Dude's a superstar. Michael Pittman Jr. having a good year. Alec Pierce having a good year. See, and that's the thing. If you're not going to use the guy, you might as well trade him away. I don't see a bad thing with the Colts, and I think they can even draft receiver. I think they can draft a receiver after this season. He was a second-round pick from 2024, Adonai Mitchell. Defensive side, though. This will be fun. See, Kenny Moore has a pick. Where is... Yeah, Ward, he's good, but he's just not great. And then you have a cornerback here, Blackman, who has 2 interceptions already this season. Latu has a good sack deal. DeForest Buckner as a defensive tackle is having a really good season. Quiddy Pay could be having a better season, but it is what it is there. I could probably see the Colts drafting defensive end or edge rusher. Probably edge. I could see that. They need better linebackers. Literally, if they get a really solid receiver and a really solid linebacker, and if Daniel Jones is the quarterback of their future, they could go far. I mean, they really could. All they need is for Daniel Jones to not shoot himself in the foot, and for linebacker and receiver and possibly maybe a little bit more O-line, but their O-line's not bad at all right now. So, I mean, yeah, Colts are looking really good. I'm not even going to go to the Cowboys, to be honest with you. Cowboys, we know how they're doing. We know exactly how the Cowboys are doing. But yeah, that's the trade. Those are the trade deals for Dallas and Colts. They get 2 Jet players, big time players, and yeah, ended up being a really good deal for them. I'd say. I think Mazi Smith is going to be an interesting development for the Jets. I think they're going to enjoy having a young receiver on their team again. Other than that, like, obviously the Jets need to do something here, right? They can't keep destroying themselves, but at the same time, do they destroy themselves by destroying themselves? That was my initial question. That was what I'm talking about. Sauce Gardner is he's a 2-time All-Pro. I mean, All-Star, like whatever the hell. Yeah, All-Pro. Like, he's not a bad player at all. He's a great player, which is why they got 2 first round picks. Quentin Williams, on the other hand, is a very good player, but I think with him aging a little bit, you could handle trading him. You don't have to have the same thing. You don't have to have the same results. You can just have somebody that can come in and help out. And if you can get a first round pick and then some, cool. You know. So ultimately, I don't think this is a bad trade on anybody's part. I'll probably get the Jets C plus on this one, just because this is for the future, not for current. But that is the point of this. And I'll probably give them a B minus. For the Cowboys, honestly, I'd probably give the Cowboys a C minus because you're getting a really good player, but at what cost? I don't think the Cowboys did a good job with this trade at all. They gave up too much for a guy. They gave up too much for one player that I don't think is going to fix their franchise. I don't think it's going to completely fix their issues. Obviously, defensive tackle has been their issue for a long time. That's why they got Kenny Clark from the Packers. But that isn't that is not their number one. Oh my God, I need this situation. But yeah, no. Where did my thing turn off? No, I think the. Oh, there's been some comments. My bad, y'all. Yeah, I agree with that. Victor, if you're still in the chat, I do agree with that. Alexander was in the chat too. He's actually a Cowboys fan. It would be good to ask him about how he feels. Yep. Yeah, I forgot about the chat. Well, I didn't get any notifications. That's why. That's fine. So you think Mazi Smith is a bust? You think Wilson to Pittsburgh? I mean, that wouldn't be a bad move. Rodgers does need receivers. He does need to have some help there. Tired. But yeah, no. I don't know. I want to hear you guys' thoughts. I want to hear you guys what you guys think the grade should be for. I think Indianapolis did good, but I don't think the Cowboys did good. I really don't think so. You can say Mazi Smith is probably a bust, but he's still super young. He's 23 years old. You can't base that off of 2 full seasons when he's 23. I mean, that's just not fair. 23, 24 years old. That's usually the age that you get drafted. So the fact he's even in the league at all, you got to give him some time. Yeah, I'm very shocked about the Colts this year, guys. What are they going to do with those 3 picks anyways for 27? I don't know if they're going to give Fields another season. I know I talked through it. I already talked to somebody about where Fields could potentially go after New York. I don't think he's going to be a New York Jet for after this. I really think he could be a Dolphin. I think he could be a Miami Dolphin. I don't see the potential in him. Excuse me. I don't see the potential in him being in New York any longer. I think Miami would be good because they have that scrambling type of offense. And I feel like he just needs a new system. I don't think Pittsburgh was the right system for him. Same goes for Russell Wilson. I think the system is more of a pocket passer system, and neither Russell Wilson nor Justin Fields are pocket passers. They're just not. But I think Miami would be a great place for him, and I think either next year with their 2 first-round picks or in 2027 they could easily take a quarterback then and wait out the 2026 wait out the 2026 season to get somebody really good. Arch Manning, when is he going to be in the draft? Hey, you know, and then that would help the Jets with their pocket passer situation. All right, guys, I'm going to head on out of here. I think you like to have these streams only half an hour just because, I like to edit later. But yeah, I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Appreciate you guys for commenting down below. If you guys want to comment down below in the comments after this video, just tell me what you guys think about the trade. Tell me about the grade you would give it. And yeah, stuff such and whatnot for the whatnot. And don't make stupid trades. Make sure they're good ones. This is I swear though, this is a Jamal Adams trade. If you guys haven't seen my video yet on my channel, then go check it out. This is such a Jamal Adams trade. Such and whatnot for the whatnot. Thank you all for tuning in and have a great one.